Alright, much Abrew time. Playing some Cat Approach in Standard. Spire Bluff, Canale for our opponent. Yep. This looks like a pretty approachy hand. No cats to be found. Could work, though. Another Spire Bluff for our opponent. Well, Plains, and yeah, let's just strategic planning. Get Glacial Fortress. Pass the turn. Champion in the Graveyard's not bad either for the late game. Opponent Lightning strikes our face. Are they playing like Counterburn? What blue-red deck just Lightning strikes the face? I see. Well, play the Plains. Run out Champion of Wits. Discard Champion. Discard Farmland. Pass the turn. Maybe we should have Gideon there. I don't know. It's close. Island for our opponent. Gets in with the Drake. Down to 15. Well, get in with Champion. Hit our opponent. Play Glacial Fortress. Run out Gideon. Hope for no counters. At least if our opponent counters Gideon, it's more likely Fumigate resolves. And either of those outcomes is pretty good. Alright, opponent counters. So hopefully Fumigate resolves. Pass the turn. There's an Ether Hub. Opponent gets in for 3. We take it. Well, play the Plains. Get into a Champion of Wits. Alright, new plan. We're going to try to cast out during our opponent's turn. If that gets countered, our opponent's mana should be tapped enough that we can get the win with, well, not the win. Well, kind of the win. But regardless, we should be able to resolve our Fumigate. And I think we do it now with Opt on the stack before they can scry for an answer. All right. Cast out resolves. Enigma Drake down. Opponent gets to Opt. Leaves a card on top. And passes. Well, play the Plains. Get in with our Champion. And I think we just full price this Walking Ballista. So Ballista X3. Opponent draws. We're actually getting kind of close to approaching. And Cycle Sensor. Sure. Pass the turn. Do we even want to approach? If we draw a land, we probably just get back Champion of Wits over approach. More Enigma Drakes. We do draw a land. Well, let's get in with Champion. Hit our opponent. Opponent takes it. This is actually tough. So what we'd like to do is just add a counter to Walking Ballista and kill the Drake. The problem is Lightning Strike, Harness Lightning, any of that stuff in response to the trigger, and there's a chance we just straight up lose the game. To play around that, we could Fumigate, but then a counter would potentially lose us the game. I think we're going to... The other option is just get back a Champion and hope we don't die, but that doesn't seem like a good plan. Alright, let's just play an island and pass the turn. We're going to go on the Walking Ballista plan. Alright, so we got a window. Put a counter on Ballista. Ping down the Drake. Whew, so we passed the test. Killed the threat. Opponent does get to draw, but now we're set up to be able to start championing. Another land for our opponent. Man, that's a lot of lands. I guess they've drawn a lot of cards, though. More Drakes. Just keeps coming. Oh, play Gideon. Whew. Alright, pump up on Enigma Drake. Play a Dorn Pouncer, pass the turn. Staying alive. Staying alive. Cycle Sensor. I mean, this is sort of working. Gideon is doing a good job keeping us from dying. Actually, we better Gideon first. Pump up Gideon. Get back Champion. Harder to counter. Ooh, boy. Discard Pouncer. Discard... I guess Caracal? Play the land. Might as well do some attacking, since damage is prevented anyway. Opponent blocks, takes 2. Rivulet for our opponent. I guess that's a good way to get cards in the graveyard. Opponent passes. Take up Gideon. Attack with everything. Are we just getting, like, the slowest win ever? Yeah, there goes Champion. Opponent blocks. Well, let's just get back another Champion, I think. Can never draw too many cards. Discard Champion. Discard Sacred Cat. Get back Sacred Cat. Glacial Fortress, pass the turn. We're actually pretty close to just winning. Opponent draws. This Gideon has been awesome this match. Opponent does not have many threats, apparently. They seem pretty all in on Enigma Drake, which is very lethal, but can't actually kill us. Oh, that's a draw. Well, let's cast a cast out. See if our opponent has an answer. And our opponent scoops it up. Whoo! Gideon! Coming through, coming through, coming through. So, how do we stop Enigma Drakes? Gideon's intervention is hilarious, but probably not good enough. Our graveyard hate is actually pretty relevant. Maybe we bring in the 2 totems. Bring in the Gideon. Go down Walking Ballista. Go down maybe a Fumigate. Man, Gideon's intervention. Man, that probably does win us the game. Maybe we bring in the Gideon's interventions as well. Go down a Fumigate. And go down an Adorn Pouncer. Try it like that. Let's give it a shot like that. Okay. I mean, if we hard lock our opponent with Gideon's intervention on Enigma Drake, even if we lose, I will consider that a major win. Spire Bluff for our opponent and Ops. Opponent passes. Well, Plains, Sacred Cat, start gaining a bit of life. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a land, passes. Well, get in with our cat. Start gaining little bits of life. Glacial Fortress, and we're just going to strategic planning for a land here. Take the land. Could have taken second approach, but I don't actually know if we're really on the approach plan. Pretty easy for counters to ruin that. There's Enigma Drake, which we currently do not have an answer for. Play the Plains, run out our Championowitz. Discard Champion, discard Plains. Pass the turn. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can see the line developing. So cast out during our opponent's turn. If it gets countered, untap Gideon's intervention on Enigma Drake. And then, based on what we've seen from our opponent's deck, it's very possible that that's just literally the game. Opponent passes. We'll play the Plains, pass the turn. Stick into the plan, stick into the plan. Pressure our opponent's mana on their turn with the cast out. And then the main goal being to resolve a Gideon's intervention. Opponent. It's possible they could have 2 counters. They need, like, negate plus censor or something. There's negate. Well, now they need double negate since they didn't have censor. So, play a Highland. Gideon's intervention resolves. Come on, one time. I bet they can't beat this card. Double negate, double negate. All right. Well, the sad news for our opponent is we get to try again the next turn because we have another intervention. And our opponent's getting low on cards. A Braid Sacred Cat, sure, down to 1 card. Is that 1 card another counter for Gideon's intervention? Get in with Champion. Play the Island. Intervention you. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I wonder if our opponent can win. We have not seen a non-Enigma Drake threat or a way to deal with Gideon's intervention from the battlefield. Opponent draws. Yup. Cryptic Serpent. Well, they do have another threat. Well, let's Sheffet Dunes, Caracal, Sacred Cat, pass the turn. And our opponent scoops it up, cannot overcome the cats or the approaches, and this deck, I do not understand. I do not understand. It does not seem like this deck should work. But it does. It does. I mean, it looks so disjointed, and like the plans don't really work together, but yeah, apparently it's actually kind of good. Kind of good. We'll take it.
Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't already, take a minute and click that subscribe button. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you'll find the next video in the playlist right here.